Hi guys, let's make spaghetti and meatballs. Instead of traditional meatballs that are made with beef and pork, I am going to sub out turkey and soy pulp. After making tofu at home, you get soy pulp like this. Korean moms like to make stews or vegetable fritters with soy pulp, but this is my own way of using up the leftover soy pulp. Ingredients for the meatballs: we need 8 ounces of ground turkey. I am using ground turkey breast, but you can use any ground turkey of your choice. And 4 ounces of soy pulp. If you pack a cup loosely, I think it comes out to be 4 ounces. 4.8. Going to take out a little. 4.1, that's fine. You need to pre-season with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We'll be adding seasonings later, but soy pulp can get quite bland, so you need to pre-season this separately. The next ingredient is a 1/4 of a medium onion, finely chopped, and it's about 2 ounces. Let me weigh this. 2.2, that's fine. You're gonna have to really finely chop the onions. Okay, so the next ingredient is 3 garlic cloves, finely minced as well. I keep my garlic cloves roughly chopped, frozen this way. So I will say that's 1, that's 2, that's about 3 garlic cloves. Okay, I'm going to just add it to the onion bowl. Next ingredient is 2 ounces of button mushroom, or right now I happen to have baby trumpet mushrooms, so I'm going to use this instead. 2 ounces. 1.9, that's good. And you're going to very finely chop this as well. Half teaspoon of sea salt, half teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, another teaspoon of garlic powder, and half teaspoon of thyme, 3/4 teaspoon of dill, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of Pecorino Romano. So I like to use dill with turkey. Something about dill and turkey, they go well together. So now this is all the ingredients for the meatballs, and I'm going to mix them now. And the egg. After I mix this really well, I'm going to keep this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we can make the sauce, the spaghetti sauce. The great thing about turkey and soy pulp meatball is that even though you work it like this, it doesn't get tough like the traditional meatball. Okay, cover this with plastic wrap and keep in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes minimum. If you want, you can keep this in the fridge for up to a day. You can cook this tomorrow if you want to. Okay, here are the ingredients for the sauce. We need half of a medium onion chopped, and 3 cloves of garlic chopped also, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, tomato sauce, no salt added, This is just a generic brand. It doesn't have to be fancy. I just bought it for $1 a can. Very nice. No salt added diced tomato. This has no seasoning added to it, just a diced tomato. 1 teaspoon of oregano, half teaspoon of black pepper, a pinch of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, or you could use more. I don't heavily season food, so you can use more salt if you wish, and just about 2 tablespoons of water to rinse out the tomato sauce can. So now let's make the sauce. So I'm going to add the olive oil, the onions, I'm going to cook the onions until they're translucent. That will take about 3 to 4 minutes. So the onion has been cooked for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium-high heat, and I'm going to add the garlic. Before garlic burns, I'm going to now add the diced tomato and the tomato sauce, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of water to the tomato sauce can. And the oregano and the black pepper. Stir everything. I put the heat on high. The sauce has to come to boil. Also, I'm cooking spaghetti at the same time, right there. Now the sauce is boiling. I'm going to cover and cook for 15 minutes. Reduce the heat to medium. Canned tomato sauce has to cook for 20 minutes at least. So I will cook the sauce without the meatball for 15 minutes, and then after I drop the meatball in the sauce, I'll cook for another 5 minutes. I want to check the sauce. I changed my mind. I'm going to put the heat on medium high now instead of medium. Now the sauce is almost ready. I'm going to make the meatballs. I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, I'm using a 1-inch disher. This makes about 20 meatballs. Yeah, so it made 20 meatballs, and then we're going to steam this instead of pan frying, because this is a light dish. But don't worry, it might be light but still flavorful. This is my steamer basket, and I'm going to line it with the silicone liner. Let me show you what my mom does sometimes. This is the outer layer of the cabbage. I rinsed the cabbage once, so she will use this outer layer of the cabbage as the liner for the steamer basket. Let's poke hole so steam can get in that. You can line your steamer basket with this and then add things, whatever you want to steam. Let's add all the meatballs in here. So I'm going to steam this now. I'm only going to steam until they're cooked on the outside. About 3 minutes. I think they're ready. You see how they turn all white? So I'm going to put the meatballs in the sauce now. The turkey smells so good right now. Ooh, that was not a good idea. I broke the meatballs. And now I'm going to cover the meatballs with the sauce. Cover. The heat is on medium-high for 5 minutes. Now it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat. Let me do a little taste test. I need to add the pinch of salt. I think I'll add a little bit more, half teaspoon. I try not to break the meatballs because they are quite tender, not like the traditional beef and pork meatballs. Now another taste test. Let me try the one that's been damaged. It's perfect. It's so delicious. Let's get my spaghetti ready. It's ready. I want to cut the meatball and show you the inside. Very nice. And see how soft this is. Not tough or jerky at all, but still holding its shape. This is very delicious. Please give it a try. I'm confident that you will like it as much as I do. It's been approved by my toughest critic, that is my daughter, who is a picky eater. Oh, and also a lot of people worry about food being too expensive nowadays. This whole meal didn't cost much and it can serve a family of 4. It's healthy and it's inexpensive. That's a win-win recipe. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay guys, I just realized that most of you might not have soy pulp. So for those of you who do not have soy pulp, you can use farm tofu instead. You start with 6 ounces of farm tofu. Soft tofu is not recommended. Right there, it's exactly 6 ounces. And then what you're going to do is extract all the water from this tofu to make 4 ounces. So it's easier if you use like a cheesecloth or strainer bag. So I'm going to wet the cloth. If you wet it, less sticking will occur. I'm going to put all the okay, so you're going to extract as much as water. So if you extract all the water, it will weigh around 4 ounces. That's it. Okay, that's quite a lot. So if this weighs 2 ounces, then we got 4 ounces in this pouch. 1.87, that's good enough. Okay, so this is what you get. So you will use this instead of the soy pulp. The recipe is the same. Only difference is that I have noticed that even though we extract all the water as much as you can, still this is more moist than the soy pulp. So what you want to do is you might want to add just a dash of more salt, or you can skip the egg white. Use the egg yolk only. So what you're aiming for is that after you extract all the water from the tofu, it should look like this, somewhat dry and crumbly. So the photos you're looking at right now are the meatballs made with this smashed tofu. Is it smashed or crushed? I cannot think of the word right now. But I wanted to show you guys what you can do instead if you don't have soy pulp.